So we're gonna have a guest speaker come in, and she is from Pixar. She's gonna talk to you about what she does and how coding helps her. So if we can go ahead and play the video and take a look.
My name is Danielle Feinberg. I am a director of photography for lighting at Pixar Animation Studios. Growing up, I was fairly shy, and so as I was going through school at Harvard and then at Pixar, and there's all these smart people, and you sit in the room and people say things, I would think, I don't know if I would have known that, but he said it so strongly, it must be right, you know? And so it took me a long time to actually realize that these guys didn't actually know any more than I did. They just believed in what they thought. To me, light is everything, because if we don't put any lights into our films, like, all you would get is black. There's a million things you can do with code in animated films. I wish for the younger generation of girls to just believe in themselves and put their voice out there so they can be heard and be a part of the conversation.
And then you headed over to Pixar, did some more learning there, and have been working there since, right?
Yes, for
all right, cool.
17 years.
Awesome.
Wow. Hi guys, it's great to be here. How many of you have seen A Bug's Life? Oh, good. Okay, that's the first movie I worked on at Pixar. Okay, what about Monsters Incorporated? What about Brave? You've all seen Brave, right? Okay, awesome. All right, so I'm going to talk to you a little bit about some things that happened in my life that have been sort of key to me. And so this leads me to 8th grade, and I was trying to pick the classes that I was going to take. And there was a class called Power Mechanics. What it was is it's taking a broken lawnmower that people in the community had turned into the hardware store, and we would take it apart and put it back together over the course of the semester, and hopefully in the end you would have a lawnmower that worked. And I thought this sounded awesome. But I knew that I was probably going to be the only girl in the class, so I had to think about it. And in the end, my gut told me to take the class and to follow sort of my own passion and my own voice, rather than trying to figure out what other people wanted me to do or what the pack was doing. So I took the class, and on the last day, we rolled our lawnmowers out into the sun, and there's this long lineup of all of us with our lawnmowers, and I just happened to be last. And the teacher's walking down the line pouring gas in the lawnmowers. And I'm watching as all these guys are pulling the string on their lawnmower and it's not starting. And you can imagine I spent the entire semester on this. And it's getting pretty stressful. So the teacher comes over and he puts gas in my lawnmower, and I took a deep breath and I pulled as hard as I could. And my lawnmower roared to life. And I looked down this line of guys, and they all have these shocked looks on their faces. And I gave out this yell, and I ran around the football field mowing the lawn. So in your life, be brave. Be brave enough to follow your own voice to create the world that you want.
I thought Danielle was really cool, and like her talk was really inspiring, and she sent a message to all the girls that like they should speak up and like do their own thing.
All right. You had a question, right? Yeah. Okay, tell me your question.
If someone wanted to follow in your footsteps, what piece of advice would you give them?
That's an excellent question. The real thing for me was finding what the things were that I was passionate about. And so I was passionate about coding, and I was passionate about art, and computer animation is where they come together in this like perfect world that makes my brain super happy. So like when I go work during the day, it isn't like work, it's like doing the most fun thing in the world. So it's really, I think, about finding the things that you really love.
Danielle was really inspiring to me, and I kind of want to be like her when I grow up. It's really cool.
How's it going? Good, how are you? Good. Okay, will you tell me about your project?
Yeah, so I created an idea for a bracelet that is kind of like a mood bracelet. So instead of changing colors, it changes words or quotes for a self-esteem booster or to help their confidence.
That's so cool, I love it. I want one. The strength is in being your authentic self and creating things that the entire world can get behind. So what you really need to do is find your passion, find your own personal code. Good luck with your project.
Danielle Feinberg was absolutely amazing. I think our girls were inspired and excited and really ready to be girls in code, even if they were the only girl in the room. So Google recently came out with a bunch of videos and a whole campaign about being made with code. So what's been really fun for us is we get to show the girls some of the resources that Google has provided. You know, all